Hello, beach friends. Delray Beach had a dredging project going on, and a lot of people were out there working that rock pile. And as much as I love shells, digging through a rock pile just isn't really my thing. So I'd been hearing there was a chance maybe to find those bucket list shells out on the beach. So instead, I decided to drive across the state and see what might be waiting for me out there. Sometimes it's easy to follow where everybody else is going, especially when it seems like that's where all the good finds are. But every now and then, it feels better to go a different way and just see what happens. And honestly, I've learned that those are usually the days that surprise me the most. Now, I was kind of looking for a ledge. That's what I heard where all the goodies are. And this here, it looks pretty good. Got a smattering of this, that, and the other thing. Here is a shiny auger. I kind of have a thing for them. They're kind of new to me, so anytime I see them, I do snag them. So yep, I will be picking up lots and lots of shiny augers. And there's a weird little brown disc. I don't know what that thing was. But there were so many firsts for me. Look at this. This is a Florida rock snail. I don't think I've ever snagged one of those before. And there were so many shells that I'd never seen before. Shells I was hoping I would meet one day. So we're going to meet a whole bunch of new shells, including a couple of bucket list shells. And if you're ready to see what all is out there for us today, let's go to the beach. So I'm going to be putting my shell ID skills to the test today. This I do think is a glossy dove snail. It's very tiny. Some of these, I'm pretty sure that that's what that is. Let's see here. Yep, I think that's another one. A glossy dove snail. Weird that I'd find two, but that's what I'm thinking. Neat. Now, I didn't come over to the East Coast expecting to find tinies, but yet here we are. All right, I think that's some sort of lucine. That one as well. What do we got here? All right, now this I think is a West Indian dove. And on this video, I usually tell you the maximum size, but I'm going to be putting the scientific name because I'm just not really sure about a lot of these. That is a turkey wing. I am sure about that. This little moon snail, now I do know it's a moon snail. I have no idea what kind. There are those little lines on it. So I do not know. It's not a miniature. It's not a milk. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to come to it second because I just scored a bucket list shell. So it's here in my sphere, but I'm just seeing what else is here. I've learned because sometimes I miss great stuff when I do that. This is a little cowrie. It's kind of... yeah, a little dry. Oh, all right, I can't wait any longer. It's a cabrit murex. Oh my gosh. Now, to be fair, this is actually the second one I've found. I've never found one while I was filming a video. So that is a cabrit murex. I have mentioned on the channel that that is a bucket list shell for me. But I was giving a shell tour over on Lover's Key, and I did find a cabrit murex. Now, this is technically, that is literally the first cabrit murex I'd ever found. I was giving these lovely people a little beach tour. So yes, I do that. The information is below in the description box below. So full disclosure, that wasn't my first cabrit murex, but it was still really exciting. It's my second one. And oh my gosh, so exciting. I can't wait to see what the next thing is. So that's an auger. So I'm hoping, like just a random cabrit murex just sitting there like that. Again, for me, that just doesn't happen. Look at this. So that is a blackberry droop. You can see where it gets its name. It's just like this little beaded thing. Yeah, I paused it so you can get a good look at it. Oh, isn't that neat? All right, that's another one of those West Indian dove snails. There were tons of them. I think it was this day. You know what that is? That's a queen conch. So that's a little itty bitty. The big, beautiful ones with the pink on the inside. So that is a juvenile queen. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't think I've ever found one of those on the beach. Oh, that's really cool. So and speaking of really cool, I wanted to check out my Cabrit murex again. So it does have a little bit of that calcareous tube worm like stuff on it. I'm going to be able to pick that off very carefully with a dental pick. Oh, I'm over the moon. Over the moon, and I just got here. All right, there is an olive. Yeah, very beat up olive. And bittersweet. I cannot say for sure what kind, but that is a little bittersweet. Fantastic. Doesn't look like the giant bittersweet. Oh, look at that. Now, I think that is a Lister's keyhole limpet. And I don't know. I think that might be a piece of a yellow cowrie. Okay, another auger. Oh, this is fun. All right, cool. A little limpet auger. Oh, the shiny auger. Yeah. I promise I won't show them to you the entire video, but I will be spending a lot of time picking them up. I just think that they're really cool. And I can only get them on the East Coast when they come. Look at this one. A little bit different of a color. So that's still one of those shiny augers. It's a little darker, though. Cool. All right, what other? Oh, is that a green star shell? Yeah, most of it, yeah. Oh, that's neat. Well, that's cool. What do we got? All right, another auger missing a little bit of its top. What a weird day. This is a really weird way to shell. Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know how to even describe. It's just like a smattering. It's just like little tiny pieces just kind of all over the place. A stocky seraph. Oh, that is cool. The first time I found one of those, I was not allowed to keep it because it was on dry Tortugas. But that one I get to keep. Yay! All right, so we got some shiny augers. Got one of those regular common augers. A spiny jewel box. Okay, interesting what's showing up. I don't know that I've ever found one of these before. A deltoid rock snail. Well, that's super cool. Oh, they're a neat shape. Yeah, the rock snails have like a massive aperture. Oh, that's neat. A little bit of beach stuff. That's okay. That's really cool. Crosshatch lucine. Yeah, you can completely see that crosshatched pattern. You can really see it good on that one. So, yep, that is a cross-hatched lucine. All right. This is, I'm guessing, I think that is a well-ribbed dove snail. Pretty sure that's what we're looking at there. Beautiful. Oh, another one of those green star shells. Cool. That one's a little bit bigger. I've never found a big old one. Yeah, there's some sand in there. So I guess the way that the dredging went, yeah, you're just going to, it could be anywhere. Bucket list shell. Oh my gosh, it's a sunrise telling. Now it's a juvenile, it's a little itty bitty one, but yeah, for me, bucket list, I've been wanting to find one of these. Oh, that's very, very exciting. Oh, one day I hope to get a bigger one, but that's great. I finally have one. My first sunrise telling. Yay. Okay, a striped false limpet. So yeah, you'll find those here. They stick onto the rocks just like that the regular keyhole limpets do, but those particular species, they can't survive without air. So they can't live underwater. They kind of like creep up and down rocks as the tide goes in and out. A sundial. It's looking a little chewed up. Yeah, I'm trying to remove the sand as best I can. Yeah. Aw, man. What a cool find. It's just a little bit chewed up around the edges. What are you gonna do? That's okay. For today, it'll be a nice little placeholder. Lovely little sundial. Oh, a Pennsylvania lucine. Look at how shiny. Yeah, they're like thick. They're a fun little shell. Yeah, they're usually white, very, very shiny. This particular one. Yeah, really cool. So Pennsylvania lucine. Cowrie. Little yellow cowrie. That's awesome. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep. I don't normally get to find them, so anytime that's really only like the second or third one I think I've ever found. Oh, that's awesome. Yep, little yellow cowrie. Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. All right, a frond oyster. They kind of typically hang out on like seagrasses and things. They attach themselves to. Well, actually, a lot of things attach themselves, don't they? Oh, I think that's another sunrise talent. Yeah, think so. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to look for those bands. It's got that little weird wavy shape. I'm gonna go with I think that's what that is. Another sunrise talent, I think. Okay, an olive. Now, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a lettered olive. I do not know. So I did go down this olive rabbit hole, the fulgurator, Bowling's lettered olive, and yeah, we'll come back to that. But the olives are fun. That is a scaly scallop. Oh, it's just got such a wonderful texture to it. Yeah, it's just asymmetrical, beautiful. Oh, look at that. It's almost albino. Yeah, shiny auger. Yeah, almost looks albino. Cool. Would you look at that? That is a West Indian tegula. Oh, I've never found one. I thought it might have been a beautiful top snail, but nope, we're looking at a tegula. That is so cool. Yep, that's a first for me. And oh dear, boring sponge probably got a hold of that. Oyster. Oh, good. Another shiny auger. And that's a giant bittersweet. Yep. Seen better days. I'll leave that here. Striped false limpet. Fabulous. You air breather snail, you. Oh, here's a siphonophore. So that is the man o' war. And I know it kind of looks like a jellyfish because it's got those like long tentacles and whatnot, but it's kind of like a colony. So it's a couple different organisms kind of working together. You got the organism, you know, the floating one, the reproductive one, the one that kills stuff, the one that eats stuff. Yeah, they're beautiful. But yep, once it reaches the beach, that's kind of it. They need to be floating out in the water. So that's the end of the line for those guys. All right, so this is looking kind of like a ledge, although I'm not really understanding. Oh, I guess maybe a little bit. So that's another green star. Let's see if we can get a better look at it. Oh, yep. Yeah, kind of like the juveniles. Yep. Cute little green star shell. Fantastic. So I guess that was kind of like on the ledge. What's down here? Not a whole lot. Weird, right? So normally, well, frankly, normally the stuff on the East Coast I'm finding up in the rack line, not really in the water anyway. I still keep drying though. Yep. Lovely day, but yeah, the shells don't seem to be down here by the water. That, I want to call a Morton's egg cockle. I don't think that's what it is. I don't know. But a cute little yellow clam of some sort. All right, so again, I heard about the ledge. I'm not really seeing the ledge. Oh, man. So that would have been, well, maybe one of those Bowling's fulgurator olives, maybe. Yep, I just do not know yet. I'm not ready to give up on the olive ID thing, but I do not have it figured out. Let's see. So, yeah, typically I would just, it's a lettered olive, yeah, but I've called Bowling's olives lettered olives in the past, so especially on the East Coast, I really am not sure. Now that I believe is a coquina. And they do have giant coquinas over here on the other coast of Florida. Not sure if that's a giant or just one of those regular old coquinas, but a coquina nonetheless. A little mossy arc. I do like the texture of the mossy arc. And weird, it's just misshapen shell. Oh, look at that, a fighting conch. Yeah, have I ever found one over here? I don't know. I don't know that I have. So that is a juvenile fighting conch. Very cool. All right, another striped false limpet and an olive. And an olive. Yes. Don't know. So apparently the suture, the top of where the different whorls of the snail, how that's created, that's a real differentiating aspect of them, but I can't see it. I've tried. Oh, a mouse cone. Oh, I think that's a first one for me too. Ooh, it's a little broken. That's okay. Oh, that's great. Look how cute. A cute little mouse cone. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, different kind of cone. Awesome. Oh, what is here? Yeah, that's mystery. I was not able to identify that little shell. Real cute, little dark purple thing. I have no idea what it is. Here's a broken limpet. Looks like it might have been a cayenne keyhole limpet. And another, don't know, it's a little shell. Don't know what that was. Yeah, this is a weird way to shell. Like they're just everywhere in these little patches. All right, it is what it is. Well, what are you doing here? So that is a gray peanut snail, and that is a land snail. That is not a sea snail. But it's pretty likely it could have gotten to the beach by a hermit crab or something else, but that is a land snail. Gray peanut snail. Oh, a little coffee bean trivia. Yep, looks like got those like cowrie teeth on them, but nope. It's a coffee bean trivia. Cute little thing. Those are the only kind of trivias I've ever found. Oh, shiny auger. Nice little aperture on that. Yep. Oh, believe me, I'm picking them up the whole time. I guess I just decided to show you this one. At the end, we'll see. I'll show you all the shells we collected at the end. Oh, look how pretty that tinted cantharus is. Yeah, that is lovely. It's a little tinted cantharus along with my shiny auger. All right, what do we got here? Mystery. I think it's some sort of pheasant shell. So they do have a family called pheasant shells. That's what I think that is, but I was not able to identify that. If anyone else can with these mystery shells, or if I'm identifying something wrong, if you could tell me below, that would be amazing. That's one of the ways that I've been able to learn along the way, and then in turn, teach other people. Oh, would you look at that? Just sitting there. Oh, what a weird way to shell. Weird. Awesome little sundial. Oh, that's terrific. That's great. It was literally almost like at eye level. Oh, look at that. That is lovely. I don't have to worry about that other placeholder I found earlier. So maybe that's what they mean about the ledge. So there's another one of those deltoid rock snails. Fabulous. Yep, that is awesome. Yeah, I'm digging that aperture. I know it's only the first time I've been able to find those. That's exciting. What else? Turkey wing? Yeah, another little turkey wing. That's somebody. I already have a little turkey wing today. All right, broken auger. Oh, talk about a treasure hunt. Like today was really, that's a piece of a bigger fighting conch. The treasures are half buried, just little pieces poking out. Another olive. I want to call it a Bowlings. I do. I don't think it's a lettered olive. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And when I do, I hope to figure it out. I'll pass the information along. Once I finally, have it kind of unteased. Oh, another little mouse cone. Very cool. Oh, that one's not. Oh, that's in great shape. It's little. Oh, it's so cute. Wonderful little mouse cone. All right, so it's kind of like a ledge. But yeah, this is what I'm working with here. I'm just kind of walking along. And if there seems to be a concentration, I'm going to slow down and check out that area. But it could just be anywhere. Yeah, there's no there's kind of like a rack line. There's kind of like a line. Kind of where I'm kind of concentrating my shelling. So that is a red-brown arc. And look at that, a calico clam. So a red-brown arc and a calico clam on the left. It's not a lightning whelk. Well, we know it's a lightning whelk because the aperture is on the left. Yep, very cool. The Sinister Folger Sinistrum, or lightning whelk. Oh, what an exciting day. Oh, it's been great. You know, and I know there's no shells down here, but I think I'll be quiet for a few moments and let you have some beach time. Yeah, I could keep walking, but I do have a rather long drive home. So I'm going to turn around and hopefully score. I'm going to walk a little bit different part of this area so I can maybe hit different shells, things I missed. There's a little scaly scallop. Let's see. Yeah, that's another little scaly scallop. It was very windy, so I was kind of holding on good. Yeah, that would just blow away. Fabulous little scaly scallop. All right, what else did I miss along the way? Let's see. Oh, another stocky seraph. Cool. Now I have two. Wonderful. Yeah, that's great. They're kind of fun. Stocky seraph. And a rough scallop, yes. And we can tell because it literally has a rough surface. And you can see it. Cute little rough scallop. Oh, another little limpet. Let's see. Yep, that's a limpet, all right. I cannot ID that. That is a calico clam. Cute little thing. So I'm going to hold on to that broken limpet and a little calico clam. Oh. Yeah, we know what happened to that one. So that's another sunrise talon. Oh my gosh, so cool. All right, so now I have one. Now I'm on the hunt for like an adult version, but at least I have finally found one. What is this? Oh, another one of those star shells. Cool. A green star shell. Fabulous. Yep, never found those before, and to find so many. Yeah, the dredging will do that for sure. Yep, that's an olive. I am not going to commit to what kind. I'm not sure. I want to say lettered olive. I just don't know. What do we have here? Yeah, I was not able to ID this either. Yeah, I tried. I could not figure out what that was. So if anybody else knows, again, if you could point me in the right direction below, that would be fantastic. There is no one source when it comes to identifying these shells. There's websites, books, all different sources. This, I believe, is a Dyson's keyhole limpet. And that's what I think that particular limpet is. So fun. So a couple of different species of limpets today. Again, and that'll happen with the dredge. So I don't think I ever would have found all these little tiny things in that rock pile. I think a rock pile is a fantastic option for somebody who doesn't have the stamina or you can't walk for long, areas down the beach. That was a jingle and a giant bittersweet. But for me, I just prefer walking. Look, if I had a bum hip or my foot was bothering me or something, it would be a perfect opportunity to just kind of plant myself and dig. But kind of like walking to get these shiny augers and the regular old augers. So I had just such a great day. Whoa, and we're not done yet. Look at that chestnut lattice. That is cool. So that is also something I never find on the west coast of Florida. Really beautiful, big, great color. Chestnut lattice. That is awesome. All right, another common auger and a green star shell. I think I really like the juveniles. Yeah, that's really pretty. Beautiful. A little sandy, but still, yep, I can tell. That is a keeper of a star shell. Guess who that is? That's Roxanne. I know we ran into each other. Actually, it's, I think the second time that we ran into each other. We saw each other over at the SWFL Shell show, and then again here on the beach. So yes, sometimes us shellers do run into each other. So that was a really nice encounter. Yet don't know what that is. That beaded little beauty. I can't. Nope. I was not able to ID that either. So it was really fun. There was a couple of like mystery shells. I got a couple of bucket list shells. And to look at the beach, you'd never know it. I know. And I know that a lot of people were at this pile. I thought it was amazing. They even had a little identification card here, but it's just not my thing. Yeah, maybe one day, but today wasn't the day. So I did pick up a little bit of garbage. There wasn't too much. I snagged that piece of garbage and a Birkenstock. Anyway, it came out to 8.25 ounces. And in total, I've removed a little over 94 pounds of garbage from Florida and some other beaches on the East Coast. So these are all the shells that I'm really, really excited about. So we're going to come back to those. But there were so many exciting things. So we got tinted cantharus, that cowrie, the coquina, some bittersweets, the jewel box, olives. That's the deltoid rock snails, the green star shells. There was some Florida fighting conchs. I think I'm wearing Zed cockle. All of those Gulf dove snails. And then a smattering of other kind of dove snails here. The stocky seraph, a bunch of mystery shells. There was lots of those common augurs, lots of those shiny augurs, a couple of frond oysters, a corrugate jewel box. There was calico clams, a calico scallop, some dosinias, that trivia, the limpets, the peanut shell, some more dove shells, turkey wings, scaly scallops, red-brown arc, striped false limpets, mossy arc. There's some other beat-up shells in that right corner, the lightning whelk, the other olives, the sunrise talons, and then this smattering, the chestnut laterus, the green star shell, the sundial, the queen conch, the West Indian tegula, that mystery moon snail, the cowrie, the mouse cone, the Florida rock snail, and that Lister's keyhole limpet, which I think that is. So it was just one after the other. It was so fun. It was such a fun day. And look, I might have gotten some of these wrong. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm okay at IDing shells, but I am definitely not the end all be all. But I couldn't do any of this without my Patreon. So Patreons, thank you so very much for choosing to support me and keeping me going out and exploring and seeing new things and finding bucket list shells. It really was such a fun trip. I don't think I would have been as successful in the rock pile. So I am glad that I went for that little beach walk. Now, next week, we're going for a beach walk on South Marco Island, and the shells were plentiful. So until then, I hope you have yourself a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next Sunday.